What's going on, everybody? It is Steven Brogan Cortez, and you have just entered the Why the F Not podcast, episode 46. My guest today is Gabriel Sofia Torres. Once again, she's made her second appearance now on the Why the F Not podcast, and personally, I felt more comfortable. She was the first official guest of season 3 for the show, and now I get a chance to talk to her again. You know, now not feel the pressure of a first episode or anything. So please enjoy the show. Get your popcorn, get a snack, do whatever you gotta do. Get cozy. Here we go. And okay, recording. We're live. The next episode, an episode I wanted to make, only because to have this guest back. Because the first time I had this guest, they were like the first guest I ever really had on the show. So I was kind of a little in my head. I was just like, you know, how's it going to be? I don't know, blah, 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 blah. And I feel a little bit more comfortable now. We've had a couple other guests come on, and I wanted to bring back Gabriel Sofia Torres. Gabby, welcome back. Hi.
Hi.
So how's New York life? You know, how you been since the last time we talked?
I'm doing all right. It's been kind of just relaxing, honestly, just kind of having good time a bit right before I start the upcoming semester for college. So I've just been kind of reveling and relaxing. So yeah, it's been pretty nice. The weather up here has been great, so it's just been great.
Right on. And so like you're in school, but like you said that you have representation already? And that's for professional theater acting, yes?
Yep. Yeah, I do.
How do you balance? Like, how's that how's that balance? Because you're a double major, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. I'm double majoring in vocal performance and journalism. It's honestly not that bad as you would think it is. So I'm constantly auditioning. That's just kind of how I am, and that's kind of just how I was brought up, because like I started doing professional theater at a pretty young age.
If I can jump in, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I suck, but I just want to know.
You're good.
I just want to know, like, when was the first? What was your first show? Professional show.
Professional show. The thing is, for me, is like I kind of count my professional career starting as soon as I got representation. So that would be around like 7th grade for me.
7th grade? What was the what was the gig? What did you do?
It's actually a really interesting story. So I was in New York. I have done a couple like workshops in New York before, just kind of just studying and getting better at like performing. And I was doing this workshop called Broadway Artist Alliance. And so what they do at the end of every session, so it's like a week intensive, and it's like you learn a bunch of classes with like people that are currently in the industry, whether they be actors, casting directors, what have you. And then at the end, they have this giant panel of people, and like panels of agents, managers, casting directors, the whole works, and then you get to perform for them and they give you feedback. And then sometimes if they really like you, they'll send you an email afterwards and have you be like, hey, we want to see more from you. That actually happened to me and my brother. Like I would say the 3rd time we went. I sang a song. I sang I sang Out of Sight, Out of Mind from the musical version of A Tale of Two Cities. And wow. I sang that.
Talk about finding a hidden gem for an audition.
Honestly, yeah, and that song will be maybe a little old for me, but hey,
like you were a 7th grader singing that song?
Yeah, singing a song about the revolution. Let's start chopping people's heads off. But
why not? That's inspirational.
Why not? Yeah? But it was a good song for my voice, and apparently my eventual management company really liked it. And a couple days later, when we came back home, they shot us an email. They're like, we want to like see more from you in person. We want to like talk with you guys. And we were like, okay. So then we had to like plan a trip like to go back to New York for a couple days. So we ended up doing that. We ended up like having that happen. We met up with them. We talked. And then I think I sang or did a monologue. It was like super chill. It wasn't anything too crazy. And then just the next day, they sent me a contract. So yeah, it's just it happens usually when getting representation. It happens in the most weird way.
Random almost. You're not random. Like you're going to these like, you know, workshops and a chance for you to go and you know, and show what you got, right? But it just happens out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden there's another meet, you know, to like just sit down and chat, and then the contracts happen. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and it's really interesting because like I personally don't have an agent. I just have a manager.
Okay.
But my brother has both a manager and an agent, and he got it randomly as well. They just kind of emailed him and they were like, oh, we want to see you. And then they like interviewed him and they're like, yes, we want to sign you. So it's just like when you're not looking for that, or like it happens like when you least expect it, which is so interesting. But that's kind of rings true throughout kind of everything when it comes to like the entertainment industry. I feel like from my experience personally.
You know, that just rings to memory this line from Miss Marvel, the Disney Plus show. I don't know if you've seen the new Marvel show, Miss Marvel. There's like a quote on her band that says, "What you're searching for is searching for you," or something.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, that's 100% true.
So it's like whatever it is, like your passion is, like, you know, the thing you love. It's like you just gotta go looking for it, and like don't put too much effort. I don't even know if it's a balance. It's a fucking balance. You have to try.
It is.
But you can't kill yourself over it.
Yeah, 100%. And it's really interesting because like the stuff that I've gone the farthest with, like just auditioning in general, has just been like projects I'm like, okay, like this is really exciting, but like it's out of my hands at this point. Yeah, so, that's what happened with me with because here, fun fact about me. You know the West Side Story movie that just came out like recently?
Yeah.
I was in final callbacks to be Maria in that.
Holy shit! Oh my god, I could totally see that because the girl who played Maria in the movie, she was basically not so well known, right? They were just finding some talent that's hidden in the rough, if you will.
Yeah, no, that story is crazy because
so
like
what happened?
So basically what happened was they just had like an open call, just generally like in, I think, New York, LA, and they had one in Orlando for some reason. And I was living in Orlando and it was happening at my, like my old like dance studio. And like the owners of that dance studio were really close with our family. And me and my brother were gonna go, but we were like, they're probably just looking for dancers. We aren't dancers. And they, like, the dance studio people texted me. They were like, no, they just had them sing and then leave. So, like, if you want to, like, submit a video of you singing, we can just forward it to them. And I was like, sure, why not? Like, I have a video of me singing something in the style of the show. Why not? Just send it off and not really think about it because, like, that's too crazy. Literally the next day, my mom at the time gets a call from my manager, and they're like, did you submit for the West Side Story movie? And we were like, yes. And they were like, oh my goodness, like, no, that's amazing. And yeah, no, they were like, oh my god, they love both of you, but they really wanted to see Gabby for Maria. And I was like, what?
Oh, excuse me? Wait, what?
Like, what? And I remember, like, pretty closely right after that, I had to do, like, just the packet for that. And it was funny because the casting director actually called my mom at that time because, like, when this whole thing was happening, I was 15. I was, like, the youngest age that they were looking for. Like, the age range that they had was, like, 15 to, like, 18. I was the youngest that they were looking for, possibly. The casting director called my mom, and they were like, oh my god, like, we love her so much, like, and all this stuff. And I was like, okay. So then I submitted that off. It was like so exciting to get to do that entire process. Got to submit that off. And then they called me again and they were like, okay, like we have some adjustments. We want you to do this. Like, this is the tape that's going to Spielberg. Like, you need to like.
Oh my god,
like, oh
Steven? You mean Steven Spielberg?
He was like, you mean the Steven Spielberg? And I was like,
no, Jerry
okay.
Spielberg. Yes, Steven. The fuck?
Yeah, so I was like, okay, cool. Did that, and then I'm pretty sure because I had to do that same exact packet like 3 times. So I had to like submit myself singing somewhere. Yeah, as one does. And then I had to do the scene like right after Maria finds out that Tony killed Bernardo. I had to like submit that. And yeah,
wow.
no, So it was really interesting because the thing is, like, when I was looking through the script, because I at that point, no, because like the thing is interesting because yeah, no, because at that point in the show, it's a little bit different from the musical script. They kind of updated it a little bit if you've seen the movie already. Like, yeah. So it was interesting because like it was a little bit more modernized, but not really. Mm-hmm. So it was just in general, it was just different from the script. And it's very funny because like I obviously didn't get it. Yeah, I mean, I was 15. I was not gonna get it.
Like, if I can just tag in really quick, like, yeah, let's just take some perspective. Like, you were going through all this whirlwind of commotion and whatnot, and you were 15.
Yeah, I was finishing up my freshman year of high school. Yeah.
And all this because you heard like, oh yeah, the dance studio. Why not? Why not just send the video?
Yeah, exactly. Just like, why not? I mean, yeah, it was kind of crazy too. Like, just like experiencing all that. And eventually down the line, I did end up playing Maria in a production of West Side Story, like a regional production. But
nice. Right on.
Yeah, no, but it's definitely like a really good show. And it was a fun experience getting to do that. And it just really puts things into perspective when you go through a process like that. In a sense. Because like, it's always like, because like lately, like when you're like constantly like surrounding yourself with people that are in the same industry as you kind of just get like so distracted because you're like, oh, so many people are doing all these things and I'm not getting there. I'm like falling behind, which that kind of happened with me. Like as soon as I moved to New York, because like I'm surrounded by so many talented people. And yet they're doing all amazing things, and I'm like, I'm falling behind. Like I would see my friends, and they're getting cast in like tours of musicals, like national tours, like getting cast on Broadway, off Broadway, and I'm like, I'm literally falling behind. But then I often forget. I'm like, I literally just turned 19. Like I have so much time for this. Like this is gonna be my career for basically as long as it can be. So yeah, like, no, I'll take my time and eventually I'll get there and everything happens for a reason. So yeah.
I mean, even people who are like, you know, in their 50s or 60s or 80s, they're still like young little star seeds in this grand universe. You know what I mean?
100%,
and I don't know, like, I'll just say it like as like an outside observer, just listening to your story. I feel like that just having that experience at 15, like, just put into perspective for those listening, like she got into right there, like almost getting the role of Maria. Like that's the female role in that show, in that movie, a Steven Spielberg movie. And you were right there to almost get it. It was like right there. If anything, that sounds like validation that you fucking got it, dude. Do you know what I mean? Like, like, holy crap. Like, I'm in awe. Like, I've heard you sing on your TikToks and you got a crazy voice. That goes without saying. Oh, man. Well, damn. Okay. So that, I don't know if you want to keep talking about industry stuff or you want to like pivot to like some nerdy stuff or.
I mean, I'm fine with either. I can.
Wait. I know though. I mentioned it last night during the stream. Leah Michelle. Oh my God, Leah.
Oh my God. Ah!
Leah Michelle, because everyone's we're getting such visceral reactions from people online about this, you know?
Yeah, it's the thing is, I feel like I want to say so many people kind of like saw this coming, kind of with everything building up because the initial creator of Glee originally like had the rights to Funny Girl.
Wait, and that's
for the longest time.
Creator of Glee, that's the guy who made American Horror Story 2? Is it?
I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head. I don't know his name.
Okay.
But he had the rights to Funny Girl for like a long while, but like the issue was, I think initially was like when that was gonna like come to fruition, the whole scandal happened with people coming out saying that Leah Michelle was a very problematic person. So like obviously that was not gonna work out. And looking at everything leading up to like her being announced to replace Beanie, it just felt like a really interesting PR move in and of itself, because even before, like, she was, you kind of, like, see her trying to, like, right her wrongs in the public eye, like, try to be much more nice. Hopefully she'll be much more nice to the people in the cast, because I do worry about that. But yeah, no, like, you see that, like, when she was invited to the Tony Awards, to the Spring Awakening revival, the Spring Awakening documentary was released, which cleaned up her image as well. Like, a bunch of people were starting to get into Glee again since it re-released on Disney Plus.
Not a promotion, but hey, Disney, if you want to, like, throw me some money to promote Glee, happy to. Continue.
But yeah, no, so basically, yeah, no, I kind of, like, I think a lot of people kind of saw that coming, because, like, a lot more people were hearing about Lea Michele again, like, post that whole scandal. And it was just social media buzz, too, especially since a lot of people, like, if I'm just going to be honest, a lot of people weren't the nicest to Beanie. Like, to Beanie Feldstein, the girl who originated. Like, they, like, there's one thing to be, to, like, not, like, a personal, like, artist, like, interpretation of the work, and then there's just straight up, like, harassing a person and bullying them.
What was going on with them? What's going on?
So basically what happened was, from the very beginning of, like, Funny Girl, like, when it was in production, they released some videos, and then from the very start, people were criticizing her voice. They were saying, oh, she can't sing. She's not a good singer. She's not made for this role. From the very beginning, they're like, oh, she doesn't even look like her and all this stuff, and being slightly, like, a little bit fat phobic as well, because Beanie is a little bit of a more plus size. But, and then initially when the show, like, first, like, released, the reviews were not good. And a lot of, like, Broadway critics were just, like, kind of just tearing her down, like, in a very, like, rude and condescending way. And it became a very polarizing issue within the theater community, because, like, to the point where people were just like, oh, when, like, just go see her understudy, just all this stuff and all that. It doesn't even matter if she's in, like, stuff like that. That it's just, like, it's so rude. Like, Beanie did not cast herself in this role. And people were like, oh, she's just a nepotism baby. I'm like, literally, like half of the people in the entertainment industry are like that term is not
to call out Ben Platt, but come on,
but Ben Platt, like, literally,
Platt, like, his dad's one of the biggest producers on Broadway. No, like, offense to that, like, he's, you know, Wicked and all that
exactly
stuff. But if it happens, it happens. Like, let's not, you know, but I don't know. Like, well, okay, so that's what the critics said. What did fans say about her performance?
I saw her in the show, actually.
So please, what did you think?
I actually really liked her. She did a really good job, in my opinion. The thing is that it was clear from the very start that the creative team were not playing up to her strengths, which kind of caused the downfall of the entire production. But the thing is, people were saying, oh, she can't sing, oh, she can't sing. No, she can sing. She has a good voice. It's just, the thing is, it's not the voice that you associate with that show, because you have Barbra Streisand attached to it. And she is a good singer, though. Like I'm a voice major. I can say that she can sing. But no, she just has a very different voice. She has like a more nasal mixed belting voice, which no problem. But, like, most people associate Fanny Brice with a big brassy belt, but you just are thinking of Barbra Streisand playing that role. There have been other women that have played Fanny Brice. And her comedic timing was impeccable. Like, it was so good. Like, she was so funny. And the thing is, that Funny Girl is based off of a real person. Fanny Brice was a real comedian. And the whole, like, point of the show is, like, she's, like, trying to, like, break it and make it as a performer, and just, like, getting it through the industry through her comedy. And I think that part translated very well in Beanie's performance, because she genuinely has impeccable comedic timing, and she's just a great comedic actress. And so, like, all those bits when she would do, like, the very funny, like, vaudeville numbers, they worked super well.
They killed. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. it's just like I feel like a lot of people just have the image of Barbra Streisand like stuck in the back of their mind.
Yeah.
And I think that also comes into terms with Lea Michele as well. That like Lea Michele, like when she sang those songs on Glee, like she performed them and like she sang them like so many times. The thing is, like, she does a great job. Don't get me wrong. She's a good singer. It's just the thing is, like, the issue is like, is it the thing? When I see revivals, I want to see something new and interesting put out in the performance. When you look at Lea Michele's performance, when she sings these songs, it just feels like it's just an ode to Barbra Streisand. It doesn't feel like she's bringing anything new to the table. Well, some people say that's because she can't read, but that's a whole nother story.
Dude, like I said it on my stream, like I don't, like if that's true, it's like, why are you so mean? Like, you can't read and you're mean? Like, bro, like you gotta be, come on.
The thing is, like, that has been like an inside joke, like just on the internet in general for like years. Like that has been like a rumor for like the longest time. But I since the whole funny girl thing happened, a bunch of people that are upset with Lea Michele like coming to fruition, they're like, damn, she can't even read all these hate comments. So like, oh my god, Jesus. But well, I just hope that I just hope in the end that hopefully she's changed and hopefully she'll do better. It's just from what I've seen from the other Glee cast members that have come out and say that she was extremely hard to work with, they are kind of upset about that news as well.
And you know what? To the credit of the producers and the showrunners, they're trying to make a buck.
Yeah. And
the reaction they're getting from Lea Michele's the announcement, that reaction, hey, what's bad press? Press is press. You know, they're talking about it. But I want to talk more about Beanie, honestly.
Yeah. I feel really bad because the thing is so initially, like, she announced early that she was, because they had an announcement that she and Jane Lynch were leaving at the same time, because Jane Lynch, who played Sue Sylvester on Glee, was in the show playing Fanny Brice's mom.
Is it spicy there? Wait, is there spice?
Okay. There's a little bit of spice because the thing is, Jane Lynch is leaving before Lea Michele is coming into the show. So
is that an accident? Is that a coincidence?
I don't know, but it could be. A lot of people are saying it's not a coincidence, like that could be an actual thing, but then again, we don't know the lives of these people. This is just all speculation. But so like I would say a day before they announced the new person coming into Funny Girl, Beanie released a statement saying that she's leaving the show earlier than anticipated just because the productive team was moving in a new direction. And like, just the response from that, a bunch of people were so, just in general, like, I completely understand where Beanie's coming from. I feel like the entire just production in general kind of just painted her in a bad light. Like, imagine, like, performing on Broadway and playing an iconic leading role and then having basically what it feels like the entire world turn against you and just say all these horrible things. And she recently just got engaged. Like, I completely understand. Like, you want to focus on...
They look beautiful. Oh my god, they get gorgeous photos of their engagement. Oh,
yeah, it's like,
so
I
to
get it.
Ugh, that pressure alone, and
it's just a lot too. Like, it's just people, the Broadway community. It's just, I feel like a lot of people on it are just like, they look at it as the guys. It's like, oh, I'm a critic and like Broadway should be this way, but like in reality it's like, no. Like, people, like, there are so many different ways to do things. And you don't have to tear someone down just to make yourself feel a little bit better, because like the sheer response, just even from like the Sits probe, like there was just a video of the Sits probe of them singing some songs, just the sheer like reaction that people had. They were like, oh my god, she's horrible, like, oh my god, where's Lea Michele, like she should come here, and like it's like stuff like that. It's like, oh my god, like that's just like so uncalled for. Like, no one should have to go through that, like, at all.
I'm just gonna search up. Is there any like stuff on YouTube of her singing? Yeah,
there should be.
I want to like play a little bit
because like I actually really like her voice.
It's just so unfortunate, and Not and if for those that don't know, like her sibling is Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
And we know Jonah went through his whole shit with like how people talked about his body and like what he looked like and his struggle with like that. And like Beanie now, like, she's a woman too. Even more people put so much more pressure on women and what they should look like, what they think they should look like, what they should be doing or whatever.
Yep.
And it's heartbreaking because I saw Beanie in Booksmart. She's
great.
She's hysterical, dude. And like she's doing musicals now. Let me see. Hold on. Funny Girl. Is this a thing?
Something for me. I'm the greatest. And everybody.
Wait, hold up. Oh my gosh. We also had Harvey Feinstein, book revisionist.
Yeah.
He's the book revisionist.
Yeah, he wrote the book. Yeah, he redid the book.
Man, it's people. I don't know. It honestly feels like gatekeeping. The way people are in the Marvel community, they think it should be a certain way, and if anything changes from whatever they remember from the past that brought them so much joy and nostalgia, whatever teeters away from that, anything that will give them a new experience, like they just shun it.
I mean, you're seeing that exact same thing happen within like the Six community, like people that really like Six the musical. When they first did they just recently filmed a pro shot with the original cast, and a bunch of people are like, oh my god, thank god it's the original cast, they're the best cast anyways because they're the original ones. It's like, no, just because you originate a role does not mean you're the best person who portrayed that role.
No.
Like
you mentioned earlier with the revival, a new vision of it. It's literally a revival. You bring it back to life with new life. If you're doing the show again, you just call it the show. You don't call it a revival. It's just the same. Here's the book. Here's the script. Cool. There's music.
It's not even eligible for like if a show comes back and it comes back with the exact same things and the exact same creative team and stuff like that, it technically really isn't eligible for many Tony Awards because of that reason. So. Yeah,
I don't know. I just think different should be embraced more. Like there's so many people. Let's see all those people that were going down on, like, not going down on Beanie. They were they're putting her down, her down. They were just being like, why her? This sounds different. Why? Why? She looks different. Why?
Yeah.
But let me see.
I mean, personally, if I got to pick any single person in the world to pick a replacement for Beanie, I wouldn't have picked Lea Michele. I would have picked Rachel Bloom.
Rachel Bloom. Oh wait, I'm gonna Google that. Who's Rachel Bloom?
Rachel Bloom is like a comedic writer, an actress. She created a show called Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Oh.
And she's great, and she's a performer, and she sings very well. The whole thing with Crazy Ex-Girlfriend is that there's musical numbers in the show because the way that the main character Rebecca like sees the world is that like when something very stressful or very impactful to her happens, she imagines it happening in like a musical number. So like she writes these very comedic musical numbers, and she has a damn good voice. I would have liked to see her too because the woman that got recast as Fanny Barry's mom played her mom on the show. Tova played her mom, Rachel's mom on the show, which I think is just great.
That would have been just
so it would have been like really cute. Exactly. But like, yeah, no. Also, Rachel Bloom's also very busy. Like, she's been going to a lot of press stuff with her husband as well. So, like, I get it. And she has a kid, but still, like, she would have been great.
See, and that's the thing. It's wonderful when us as fans can fantasize about, like, oh, it'd be so nice to see this person or that person, right? Or have it be like this or like that. But when the project presents itself, or like the performance, when you finally get to see it, you have to just see it for what it is. Be in the moment, or else you're not going to enjoy yourself either way, right?
Yeah, 100%.
God damn. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna set it up so you can hear the music as well. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me, but you'll hear the music, and I think the podcast recording will still hear me. I don't know, but let's see. So here, we're going into this. So now that's what you're hearing now. You might not hear me anymore, but
I hear you.
You still hear me? Son of, wait, hold, oh, wait. Well, I don't care. Do you hear this?
When you gift
Never mind. Hold up.
Never mind.
Where's that coming out of?
Then you gift.
Yeah, it's coming out of there. Voice aux.
Well, I can just imagine what you're hearing.
Wait, input Input. What's, oh God, I get so mind melted when I'm just like, what does that mean? In, what you put it in, out's what's coming out. Okay, so.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm so stupid, man.
It's okay.
This is how it is, man. This is live podcast recording. Anyone can do it. I'm just a schmuck, you know what I mean? Any schmuck
It's
can do it.
okay.
Let me see. Okay, so I'm just gonna play it because I just wanna.
Yeah, exactly. You can just listen to it.
I've never heard her.
Hey, what are they? Blind? Henry Street. No, it ain't Broadway, it's Henry Street. Long after midnight, it's lit up as bright as a lighthouse. Right into
Oh, she looks so adorable though, dancing with like a headband. And she sounds great.
Exactly. Yeah, people are just mean.
Let's
what a feeling.
a bit of pate.
No, yeah, I got what you're talking about, that nasally sound, but like it's still like the way she delivers it, like what a feeling. It still melts, you know. It might be in a different place in her, wherever she puts it in her voice, right? But it still sounds so
Good all day.
it's buttery. Jane Lynch,
Yeah.
not you. You take attention all the time. You're just a beautiful tree. She's like Adam Driver for me. She's like a beautiful tree I want to climb.
I love Jane Lynch so much. She was great in that show too.
Oh yeah.
Like, just that show in general, it was just fun. It was just so much fun. And the reason why it's been doing very well is because think about it, there's no like very much like traditional classic revivals happening on Broadway besides Music Man. And if you know about Music Man, the tickets are insane because it's Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster. So
Yeah.
it's literally like to only do like standing room, it's like $76, which is insane. Standing for 3 hours for Music Man. So if you want to take a family to see like a more affordable show that you can get tickets for, Funny Girl's the option if you want to see like a revival. So that's why it's been doing pretty well. But yeah.
God, I wish I could have seen her do it. Cause like seeing her with, especially, who's that guy? That tall suave
It's
guy who plays
Ramin Carmo. He was in the 25th anniversary version of Phantom. He played Phantom with Sierra Bogus.
or as one of my students Zoe would say, Sarah Bogies, because she just loves her so much.
She's great too.
That man played the Phantom.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's cool. I'm just gonna play a little bit more of Beanie. It's like the end of the Sits Pro sneak peek. Let's see. Let's hear.
What are they gonna be doing for my parade?
It's the song. Oh, she held that note so well, and the vibrato, good support.
Like, people are just mean. Like,
What the fuck, guys? Like, y'all, come on.
it's like y'all just bullied some girl who's just trying her best. Who literally, she had no say in the casting. She just was cast. Like,
They reached out to me, y'all. I don't know what to tell you.
literally, like. So dumb, and people are just like so mean. Like, I don't get it. Like, if you're that butthurt about not being the next Fanny Bryce, then just do it. I guess just audition, see what happens.
Just audition, do your thing. I don't know. I think fandoms just are just being really toxic. Or just
I think that's
people.
just like, fandoms in general have always been this way, but I feel like it's gotten worse post-pandemic.
Yeah,
I
because
think a
everyone's
lot of
behind the
people-
computers, man.
And then people were online, and now people are starting to get into the world, and they don't know how to act. Yeah, just like a bunch of internet discourse now is just like so just brain dead, in my opinion.
I want to keep talking about this, but I gotta take a bathroom break, so we're just gonna do a quick time out.
Okay, that's perfect.
And it's back. It's magic.
Perfect. Yay.
So you're going off a really good journey on that. What were you saying? Please remind me.
Oh boy, I was talking about like how fandoms are just incredibly toxic post-pandemic because just people have been inside and they don't know how to act around people.
Yeah.
And just in general, I feel like that's just been an issue. I mean, think about it. If you're inside for basically like a little, like inside for like like a couple months to like a year to like a couple years, like you're not gonna know how to act around people that well if you've been isolated.
No, low key, these podcasts I've been doing recently have been feeding my soul personally. Just being able to talk to someone, you know, someone who I'm like genuinely curious about, a friend, you know, someone I got, like, it's just talking to someone. It does something for the soul. And yeah, like people just staying inside and being forced to stay inside and communicating via like a keyboard, saying bold statements, putting forth very bold opinions with no fear of repercussions because they forgot that, cause and effect.
It's fine. It's behind a screen. No.
Like people say some horrible shit behind a screen, you know, behind their keyboards, but it's like you would never say that in real life. You would never say that to someone face to face. Like if you were to say a hurtful thing and then see their reaction, you would then have a reaction. But people now have become so, oh my God, what did Bo Burnham say in Inside? Oh, it's from the internet song.
Welcome to the internet. What part are you thinking of?
It's empathy's a crime. No, boredom is a crime.
Apathy's a trap. Apathy's a tragedy, and boredom is a crime. Everything and anything all of the time.
Like, apathy's gone. Like empathy, like people have like, where's the empathy gone? Even, you know, trying to like, you know, be in the shoes of another human being. You know, step outside your shoes. Being bored, dude. Like, honestly, like, yeah, you can go crazy just being inside, but when you get bored, that's when you got to get the juices flowing. You got to do something.
Do something, at least. Like, I don't know. Like,
God, you started a freaking TikTok. Like, when? Like, so when did you start? Like, what sparked the whole TikTok thing for you, for yourself?
Do you want me to be honest?
Yeah. Oh shit. Whatever you want. Whatever you want.
Okay. So the reason why I started like actively posting on TikTok was because, not gonna lie, I was kind of just bored after a breakup, and I was like, might as well just like put my energy towards something creative. So then I just did, and then it's helped me in the long run to just like have something fun to look forward to doing every day. I mean, when I film, it takes like, to film like, I don't know how many videos, it depends how many I post that day, but if I'm posting like 6 videos, it usually takes me like 20 minutes to film.
All 6?
Yeah.
Right on. And that gets you thinking, gets the blood flowing and whatnot, and you just step outside yourself, right? You kind of have to.
Yeah, it's just do the thing and then just like see what sticks, honestly. Like, most of the time I just shut off my brain when I film. I just kind of film what I feel like filming, and then just like yeah, this is fun. Yeah.
Hey, I saw this TikTok of an artist. He works with like charcoal and whatnot on paper, and he was just talking about how you should feel relaxed while you're creating your art. And I think when he was saying this, I think I'm not an artist like for like medium per se, but I feel like I'm an artist in other ways, and I think this spoke to just artists in general. But he said, when you're making your art, you have to make sure you're relaxed and you're flowing, or else it won't come natural. It won't, you know. And you just gotta, if you have to stop, but just make sure you're in that flow state, you know. And it's great that you just follow that inspiration, that feeling of like, I want to make something now, and you just do it, dude. All right, so. Last podcast, I feel as if I cheated you. Because I asked you a certain set of questions from inside the actor studio, but I did not do my research well enough to know that there were other questions as well that were asked.
Oh boy.
So I hope you're ready. You're just gonna do it again, and you know what? Like, if you come back on, like, I kind of want this just to be like a thing I do for like my guests. I just ask them these questions, and if your answers change every time, cool, man. It'll show. Like, I here we go. I just love them. So here we go. Here are the 10 questions. Here's the first question. What is your favorite word?
Auspicious.
Ooh, nice. All right. What is your least favorite word?
Panties.
What did you say?
I said panties.
Right on. Panties. Okay. What turns you on? What makes you happy?
Just finding a good balance between my career and my personal life.
What turns you off? What makes you unhappy?
People who don't listen.
What sound or noise do you love?
Do you want me to demonstrate?
Sure, if you'd like.
I just peeked your mic.
Oh my god, was that whistle?
Yeah, and no, that was just me. It was like a squeak.
Oh my god, I thought you could do a whistle tone. I was like,
no, I mean, yeah, I can. That's what it was. Yeah.
Wow. Cool. So you have a mutation then, because you know that's a mutation, right? And
Yeah.
Being able to do a whistle tone. I love
4
it.
octave range.
4 octave, Jesus. Okay. What sound or noise do you hate?
Oddly specific, but like the sound of like packing peanuts rubbing it up against each other.
Like those styrofoam packing peanuts?
Yes.
Got it. I feel like it seems like you imagined them just now.
Yeah, I'm getting more flashbacks from that.
Oh, this one's fun. What is your favorite curse word?
I was just gonna, kind of funny, but I was just gonna be like, fuck.
I curse.
That just reminds me of that Miranda Cosgrove video where she's like, fuck.
That's my favorite word. I cuss word.
I cuss a little. Fuck.
So fuck? Confirming?
Yeah.
Fuck? All right.
Yeah.
That's a good word. It's a good word.
It's a standard, if you will.
Oh, very much so. It starts strong, ends strong. Fuck.
Yeah.
You know? What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
I would love to be like a creative author.
What profession would you not like to attempt?
Anything in the medical industry. I just know that from personal experience. Like, it's a lot. I don't have the brain for it.
Right on. And then finally, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
You did.
You did good.
Yeah.
You did good. Well, dang. We did it. Oh,
Yeah?
right. And we gotta plug this though. I forgot to even talk to you about this. The producers.
Oh,
people have to
shoot,
audition.
yeah, that's
People
right.
gotta submit. You've officially opened up audition submissions, yes?
Yeah, they're just in. I have a Linktree in my bio, and then you just fill out a little form, and then you just submit a short video of you singing, and that's basically it.
I'll
Yeah.
grab the Linktree and I'll put it on the information or description of this podcast episode. So whoever's listening,
Yeah.
just click it and go. For those, we spoke about it last time, but basically, do you want to just give a quick rundown of the project?
Yeah, sure. So like around when I hit 20K, I wanted to like do this thing and kind of just like start like posting streams of like doing read-throughs of like shows. And the first show I wanted to do was The Producers because it's personally one of my favorite shows. So what I wanted to do is get some people, some people that follow me, some people that don't, just people just all around in the community, some of my friends, we all band together and then put on a reading of this show just live on stream. And yeah, so I just kind of want to place people where they fit, honestly, because I don't know how many people are going to audition, and then we may just double up on certain things. But yeah, no, it would be like a really just fun time just to shut off your brain and just enjoy some show tunes. So yeah.
Dig it. That was
Yeah.
Gabriela Sofia Torres. Thanks
Yes.
so much. Thanks so much. And hello, my friends. That was the episode. I hope you enjoyed my conversation with Gabby. I can't wait to have her again. Hopefully, y'all are enjoying these latest episodes with all these guests. I know I'm having a great time. It's really feeding my soul, if you will. But don't forget, please remember that Gabriela Sofia Torres, she is holding her open auditions for her Producers Live TikTok Reading, putting up those performances and whatnot on more open space for folks to watch it, right? TikTok, Jesus, the revolution. But the link is going to be in the description of the podcast. You can check out the link on her TikTok, Gabriela_Sofia_Torres. And don't forget you can follow me as well, Steven Brogan Cortez. Just search me up on Instagram. I'm on TikTok, Twitch even. I'm just putting stuff out there, keep myself busy coping like the rest of the world with all the stuff. Yeah, because why not? Why the F not? And hey, don't forget, most importantly, you're enough. You're more than enough. It's crazy how enough you are. All right, bye.